Peace and blessings. What's good? It's your boy Seven Inglewood's on right now in your zone, and this is another episode of Society Breakdown. And I know, I ain't been here in a minute. Look, life be lifing. That's all I can say. Life be lifing, but anyway, I'm back. I ain't here to explain it. If you want to know what's going on, hit me up, and maybe I'll tell you if we cool like that. If not, don't worry about it. But let's go ahead and get into the content today. And I need to put a fair warning out there for y'all real quick just to let you know. Obviously, you can see, but just to say it anyway, this is more in the 2-hour range. And so with that, I will put time markers and all that stuff so that way you can keep along and hop along to the spot that you really want to see, or the concept that you really want to check out, or the part of the conversation that you really want to get into. So I'll get that set up for you guys. But I also wanted to ask, what do you think about having content this long? I mean, this is a podcast, and if we're having free-flowing thought and free-flowing ideas and things like that, sometimes it's going to be longer if it's not scripted like it has been in the past. So in that sense, what is 2 hours too long for you? Is 1 hour more of your sweet spot, 20 minutes? Y'all let me know what you think down in those comments below, and I'd appreciate it. With that, let's get to it.
Yeah, we jumping it all. Y'all already know what's up. I'm Corey Holcomb, eating these cherry sours I shouldn't be eating. This is Darlene or DOG Ortiz, for people who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh, my God, not the full thing.
I was on time. I'm going to just say that.
Hey,
Yes,
we
you did.
expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
My man, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you here because people need to see.
And I'm gonna just say, he already started off out the gate, kind of sounding like a sassy little, like Anton did. Kind of sound, I was on time, like on another man's show. Relax, slow down. Like, you gonna tell the band that he late to his show? Again, slow down. I don't get the point of trying to call somebody out on their own show to say just again, you fresh out the gate, and this is where we started. All right, I don't know, when I hear somebody saying some things that are not within the context of what we're talking about, then I start checking to see, well, where is this going, and what is the genesis of that, But that's just me. I'm one of the types that can look into what you're saying and see where you're coming from to tell that you're on bullshit. But let's proceed.
A clash like this, not a clash within something bad, just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say. I think it's gonna be interesting.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, we had a great conversation, too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great
I
conversation.
buttered it up, so.
You don't need to
That's what's
butter.
up.
I made
you don't need to butter
I
me
made
up.
sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, you don't need to butter.
We're still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here so Darlene can have something to do after the show that she'll be proud of.
Oh, brother. Too old. That man don't want this.
I know.
Your
that,
chat think they tough.
Who
I
cares?
noticed
They
that.
think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We
You
seen
charging them up.
we seen
Uh-oh, here we
we
go.
seen
Yeah.
worse. I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
You know, I always hate
promise to
motherfuckers
God,
talk
bro.
And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like,
Somebody
oh,
said-
okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Somebody said, what Craig had, he on time out. Craig had a show.
So I don't know, and I'm gonna try not to stop too much, but you said that the chat room goons don't bother you. Chat room goons don't bother you, but then you got something to say about all of that, like, and it already seems like you kind of tense, coming in, that you kind of got an agenda already going in. That's just how it looks and how it seems. Like you kind of seem on edge. You already talk, like you brought up the chat room goons. And again, a lot of the guests come on when they do that. They do the same thing. They talk about the chat room and how they go in and all that stuff, and talk about what the guest looks like and all that stuff. They talk about Corey, so it's not like anybody is safe in the chat room. So but it's just wild. I know that things like that can put someone on defense. So you can get easily put on defense when you're in a foreign environment, you're on somebody else's podcast, foreign environment, and you've got a foreign entity, an onslaught of foreign, a barrage of foreign statements coming at you from people you don't know, who don't know you from Adam, but all of them are talking about you and saying things about you from how you look to how you talk, and it's just part of the game. It's part of the game. I'm sure if I ever get big enough, my time is coming.
They were sold by Africans.
You say all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people
you
are
one
some
of
the
those
most
types.
Racist people I've ever seen in my entire life.
Black people are the most.
We don't even like each other.
No, you don't like black people. And I can tell by how you're talking already. You have a disdain towards black people. So because you have a disdain towards black people, we all hate black people, or we hate each other.
And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people.
Prove it.
That's the truth.
Nah.
So
prove
what I'm
it.
trying to understand
when you say
is,
some of the
Was
first,
slavery in the United States before?
slavery
when?
existed thousands of years.
like some of the
before we got
first
here.
100.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, and this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
What
Like,
do you want?
cause y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for. What is going?
That was a huge. Yeah,
Because
that was a big
Because
jump.
I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through. You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't
And so-
understand. What are you saying? Like,
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism.
I just gotta say this. It's interesting when somebody starts talking about black people, especially when the host of a show is addressing an issue and they say black people, because Corey said black people, and your response is niggas. I'm just saying, again, I'm a linguist. I look at how people say things. I look at how things are said, and he said, you start off with black people, your response is niggas. So to you, those are the same thing. And I think a lot of us are to an age and to a space in this life where we understand that there is a difference, and I'll just leave it at that. Right? So for Anton to come in and start doing this N-word dance, I don't know. It just seems kind of interesting. It seems like there's already a stance that he's trying to take, that he's willing to make. And notice he's saying niggas, like them niggas, not us niggas, them niggas, y'all niggas, y'all niggas, not us niggas, y'all niggas. Peep that. That's not by accident.
So are you saying black people in the United States?
Notice he said black people.
Some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Come on.
Skipped over racism.
Definitively. Wow. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you
That's a
understand?
fact.
Do you
That's a fact for anybody. That's a fact for any race of people. Any race of people. What is it, like 85 or 88% in the white community that white on white crime, I think is 90% in black communities. I mean, so it's not much different. What do we? It's like you got to watch out. You got to watch out for folks who selectively choose certain statistics to try to make one group look bad, but they don't speak on any other group in statistics for or against. You got to watch out for folks like that, because it seems like they always have an agenda. I'm not saying that he does. I'm just telling you what it looks like.
The system against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who was my people?
There's no system,
Black people,
no
do
such
you
thing as
claim
systemic
black people?
racism.
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong.
Oh, I'm a Christian. Okay, I'm a Christian first. Okay. Man. People who claim to be a Christian first, they're hilarious to me. As you matriculate life, right? You gain all kinds of money, you gain all kinds of status, position in this world. All it takes is one equalizer to let you know who you are. What Jay say? Just a nigga in the Benz? I'm sorry. Still niggas. Kanye said, just a nigga in a coupe. I don't be getting these transracial black folks who try to say things to try to make it seem like they're above being black. That's what I was saying before when I said when he says things as far as like niggas, when again Corey said black people, and Anton's response was niggas. That in itself lets you know where he stands and what he stands on and who he don't stand with. He likes being, it seems like, I'm not going to sit there and put words in my mouth because I don't know the man, again, like I said. But it seems like he likes being the token. He likes to try to stand in positions to make it seem like he's above all that. He's above them. But yeah, he's not one of us. He's special. Don't you see? He voted for Trump twice, probably 3 times. Who knows? And because his business did well under Trump, he worships Trump and the white ideologies. White Christian nationalists trying to take away productive rights for all women. He don't care. That's the Christian way. White Christian nationalists also want to remove any sort of DEI, anything, anywhere. He doesn't care because we need a meritocracy anyway. Everything he got was based on merit. Nope. Nobody gave him a hand up, leg up. Nobody said he's the black anything. He was just good. And that was all it took. And that's good for him. And even if that is his story, that ain't everybody's story. And that's my point. You got to act like it ain't just about you. And if you so blind that you can't see what's going on around to everybody else, then you just letting us know what you're really about. You ain't on some Christian shit. You on some capitalism shit. And Christianity nowadays is basically just a cover for capitalism anyway. So all you saying is you worship the dollar. And if that's what you own, be down. Be down.
That if you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown.
why you start.
Sure.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not
brown.
brown.
Sure.
We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation.
Again, listen to that. What are you? What are you? Is that the R is a different version of the word is. What are you? Right? That means what is the thing? What is this? When the person pulls up your human makeup, whatever you're about, what are you? Right? And then you say, I'm a believer. That's only telling you a function of his brain. You're a believer. People believe all kinds of shit. That don't mean what they believe is true. What are you? What are you? See, I'm one of those types that, again, I listen to words. I listen to what people say. I listen to how people select the words they use and choose when they're having conversations. I'm that person. Because I'm like, well, when they said this, they could have said this, but no, they said this instead. So, yeah, I'm picking up on what you're putting down. And when you're saying that you're a believer, all you're telling me is that these are your thoughts. You have not told me what you are. What are you? Do you know what you are?
It's always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black?
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved.
Anton is on some defensive shit. That's what I'm gonna say. Anton is being defensive. I mean, man is making a whole point. All you looking for is where to jump in, where to respond. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Detroit. Don't nobody care about where you from. Slow down. Slow down. I mean, if you have an audience, if you have a following, if you're actually there under genuine purposes, people are going to know where you're from because it's going to come out in a normal conversation. But you just interjecting and throwing that in there like that, again, just it to me, it screams insecurity. It screams like I have something I have to say, or I'm afraid that you're going to jump me. So I'm trying to get the jump on. I'm trying to get the one up on you before you get me. I know that you got a history. So, I mean, again, I haven't seen this. I have not seen this whole thing. I did see the viral clip. Of course, I've seen that part. But I didn't see this. I'm just looking at it from with virgin eyes. The only thing that's a virgin on you. Anyway, but I'm looking at this with virgin eyes, and I'm saying that there's no possible way this man didn't have an agenda before he got here.
A lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you do? It's like he's just trying to be right. I have a friend like this, and consequently he follows this dude religiously. And now I understand he's not really saying the things he's saying. He's just repeating what Anton Daniels says. Now, you got to watch out for folks like that too. But yeah, I got a homie who says all the same shit, all the same stuff that Anton Daniels is saying, all the same stuff. And he's, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. He be on his nuts. But yeah, you're just trying to make a point. Any point will do. And then you change the subject. So then you quickly broaden the subject because it seemed like you didn't really want to go in on the fact that, oh, damn, he caught me. White men did teach us and give us Christianity. So now I have to broaden the subject so that I'm still right. Yeah, I see you now. Again, I don't really watch Anton Daniels content. I've seen him maybe 2 or 3 times talk about I don't know, he does like Millionaire Mornings, I think, or Millionaire Mondays, something like that. And I know that he retired from his from his day job, primarily on social media, and I know that he doesn't go on. I think he had a viral moment with him and Charleston White that I think there was something that happened with the two of them having a fallout or something like that, which is why now he is going and making in-person interviews and in-person appearances versus talking to anyone via Zoom or, you know, on the internet or something like that. So that's what I do know about this man. But from what I'm seeing, I'm learning a whole lot more about this dude. He's looking evasive. He looks like somebody who needs to be right in all circumstances. So instead of making points, he broadens points to continue his path to say, look, see, I'm right. Everything I said was right. I ain't said nothing wrong yet. One of them types. Weak.
See,
Wow.
this is why
Where
I
am I racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But maybe
Absolutely.
you can show me something I don't know.
We're going to get there.
I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own
No, when
I don't wanna-
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
we
I
talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like men. It's like a
Absolutely.
lot of stuff he's saying right now, I disagree with so much. But
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not.
And
blind
I
and
have the
stupid.
hopes that I'm going to get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know
really do.
nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't like slick
That's the
motherfuckers.
first thing we agreed on.
We're talking about environmental protection, workers' rights, voting rights, LGBTQ rights, affordable. Corey Holcomb don't talk about LGBT. He does not talk about LGBTQ rights. He does not talk about women's productive rights. He does not. He does. Matter of fact, he talks openly about how he talks against abortion and how abortion is bad and how you killing the baby. And he has jokes. He has abortion jokes. So, like, again, Anton just seems like he's coming in hot talking about whatever the hell he wants to talk about because he has an agenda.
But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate the what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right now.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listened to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you say, and so, you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic. Goddamn.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
no, I think that it's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people, and it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument
'cause
is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and you know, programs and things like that.
the main way that they
You need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite
But
honest.
see, that's what I was
we'll
going to
get
say.
that.
Y'all,
We'll get to that.
that's the argument that black people make. is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wound up becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the, in New York, Fani Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people and all of the energy is going towards a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture. It may not necessarily be you individually, but we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we champion him. We absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't
vote,
arguing with
Anton?
you on this
So
point.
absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
Told you.
I'm a straight up
I told you.
down Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people.
Were the party of black people until the Southern switch. It's weird to me when black people try to act like they are stewards of good faith or try to act like they are these bastions of history, of historic knowledge. But when you listen to it, it's very selective. It's only used in order to promote and push the agenda that they're looking to sell you. Now, if you were to look into the history of the Republican Party, you would, and hell, just look into the agenda of the Republican Party. Look at the stances of the Republican Party. Look at the measures that the Democratic Party has put forth that the Republican Party has said no to. For years, for decades, they've been known as the party of no. Look at what the Republican Party is currently doing. I thought we were trying to kill Venezuelan drug lords. Now suddenly we're getting oil. And we're showing videos of people dancing in the streets, but actually that's from 8 months ago when Maduro was president.
It's the original party of black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation,
who didn't want to free the slaves?
1865. When you're talking about what we stood for as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit?
I don't.
I don't either.
Most black people are conservative.
What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat.
But
no
the
matter
Republican
what,
Party
right?
is not
Regardless of
trying
what
to
they
do
stand for,
anything that is
regardless of the agendas that
pro-black
they
or
push,
pro-black
regardless of how much
people.
nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many Democrats.
Republican Party is the party of
destroyed our cities,
capitalism.
from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go.
Where is
and what
ICE
you
right
can
now?
do with your money.
Okay,
Is
so
that
I'm
is
gonna-
that
the
more or
fundamental
less
difference.
I'm gonna tell you
government?
this. Well, you
The
understand?
local-
You understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it. We
I
have
haven't
a
missed- I heard
we
everything
have
you
le-
said.
we have a
I
less
can't
than-
wait till you tell me how voting
have a
makes a
less-
difference in this country.
we have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it,
You got
man.
to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote- and it's
I'm gonna
so
show
funny.
up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents, we had Democratic
You're not
presidents.
even
we in
hearing
the
what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talk.
I give him a point that voting is absolutely important. People say that our ancestors died for the right to vote, and that is quite true. And that is because at their disposal, that was their only means to fight. So while I am an advocate of voting, registering to vote, being active and participatory with your vote, at the same time, I would say you need to do other stuff as well. Be active within your community. See and be the change that you want around. And if you're unable, get in the face of the people who can. That's how you make stuff happen.
Talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if
It
it's
matters.
local.
It
I don't
matters.
If you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your
That's what it first-
ancestors,
it's so funny to me.
didn't do it like this.
No,
because people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's a
It's
war.
all sucker shit
It's
going
a war
on.
every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
We
here.
need physical wars.
It's not.
Until
It's our
motherfuckers ready to
ignorance.
jump it off,
It's not.
we gonna always be
not.
talking.
It's
But
not.
see, real gladiators don't talk. Real
No, it's not.
gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who
But
are you under control by?
It ain't, you under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do
these-
you think that
I
ICE
wanna know
agent
who
was
these-
able to shoot
I
that
want to
woman?
know who these. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
But see,
No.
I'm on
You
the
missing
streets.
it.
I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the,
I'm
or
in
the ICE
Detroit.
agents or
you,
whatever.
You in LA.
F that woman? F that woman? Oh man. So you trying to who you That's crazy. And I would say F Ashley Babbitt. F her. If you gonna say F a white woman, F Ashley Babbitt. Or F Lisa Ann. Anyway, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, like, F her. Why? Because she stood up for her. I mean, it's not like she was causing any harm or danger to anyone or anywhere, in anyone in any sort of way. I don't know the whole of the circumstances surrounding that woman's passing. So I don't know everything that's surrounding I don't know all the details surrounding that woman's passing, but I do know that she seemed to have been shot innocently, killed innocently, murdered innocently. I know y'all say unalive, but we're adults. The word is murdered. And yeah, I've been corrected on it several times. So yeah, let's go back to murder. But yeah, so that took place, and it happened when she was pulling away from an officer. I don't know if he told her to like stop, get out the vehicle. Maybe that's what it was. And you know, I know a lot of officers, when pride hits them. A lot of people. Let me not say officers, because a lot of people, when pride hits them, when that pride gets to going, and that adrenaline is telling them you're in the right, everything says go. All gas, no brake. So it ain't nothing for them or anyone, I would think, in that position to pull and take someone's life. I mean, hell, there's a story of a man who went to, who was in a, what was he in? There's a story of a man who was in an apartment complex, lives in an apartment complex, had a neighbor who was making noise or doing something. Yeah, shooting his gun into the air for New Year's. That's what it was. Had a neighbor, black neighbor, who was shooting his gun into the air for New Year's. White man comes out, sees a man shooting his gun into the air. White man goes back into his house, puts on his ICE uniform, almost like it's his Superman suit. I can't imagine that he's the only one who feels like when he puts that on, everything he does is defensible. Everything he does is right. Everything he does is without blemish because he's wearing the super suit. These monks putting on this whole get up and all this, the ICE uniform, and looking like stormtroopers. Looking like verified stormtroopers coming through your neighborhood, knocking door to door, looking for you and your people, who's in there, who's illegal, whoop the bam, get them up out of there. And hey, for some people, that's the righteous thing to do. For others, I will say this. While I don't doubt that there are quite a few people who are in this country under circumstances that may not necessarily be legal by whatever statutes are in line right now, I would bet dimes to donuts that these people are not the problems that we're making them out to be. Honestly. And I wouldn't doubt that these are only the beginning. Because once they're done with them, who are they going to next? You mean to tell me you're going to have 10,000 ICE officers going to, ICE officials going to Minnesota? They take out all the undocumented people who are out there. And then what? The United States government just going to keep paying them? Or are they going to pay them to do something else after that? I'm just asking. What do you think? What do you think is going to be the next step after they're done with the immigrants? After they're done with the undocumented citizens? Who do you think is next? Are you able to see that far down the line, or are you too busy making money? Worshiping Jesus. Same thing. Shout out to Drewski. But yeah, I wonder where do y'all think y'all are going? Or where do you think this is going? Where do you think this whole thing is going when it's all said and done?
I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I
This
said
is
when the
so
cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all.
You
black
use
people are
blanket
stupid.
statements.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking
Well,
about.
what
But you use blanket statements. You said all black people hate each other. That's what so you again, that's what I said. You picking and choosing. So you picking and choosing. And then you're doing matter of fact, you're so Republican. You're doing the Republican action of calling people out for doing the things that you're doing. I can already see it. That's what you're doing. You are calling Corey out for the things that you're doing. And I can understand how I know this is the beginning. This is how it's about to escalate. This is where it kicks off. But I can see how it gets to this point. It gets to a point where they're like, yeah, this why do your examples have to be about denigrating black people? Why do your responses have to continually be niggas? Niggas this, niggas that. You know what I'm saying? I, best I can, honestly refrain from saying that, you know what I'm saying? I say N-word a lot. I don't write it in print. I say it more than I write it. Because, you know, when you write something, it's forever. And, you know, when you say things, people go in one ear and out the other a lot of times. Except when you do it on video, right? Anyway, let's get back.
Talking
Well,
about cops.
you should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to
You're
say
not- you're
all
not
black
gonna
people are
gaslight me.
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you
white
got
people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I
Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
How
white
you talk
women
about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the
you
thing I
said
say every single
Caucasian
day.
female, the biggest enemy of the-
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the
I
truth.
don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after
I'ma just
black
let it ride.
males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up
listening.
here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My
Because if
capacity.
that's the
My
because if
capacity.
Again, hold on. And I know I said I'm going to let it ride, but I'm going to have to break this down because he's sitting there saying that he said that in this space here, in this space, right? I've been talking about, you haven't been listening. Corey said, you haven't said anything about white men. In this space, since you've been here, you haven't been saying anything about white men. Anton said, you haven't been listening. Then once again, he broadens the statement so it can be right. You don't have the capacity to listen to me because you're too busy. You don't have the capacity to listen because you're too busy to take in all of my X, Y, and Z. This is so it's so blatant, and I hope people who functionally are able to dissect what somebody is changing changing the statement that's being made in their answer versus what the actual question was. I love people like that. For people who are able to do that in real time, man, salute and shout out to y'all. Me, I'm more of a on the back end, pause kind of dude. So I'm better like that. I'm more cerebral with it. I can listen to other people doing it, but when I'm in the conversation with somebody, sometimes it'll even catch me. So maybe that's why Corey's getting caught off guard a little bit.
That you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talk.
See, Corey's asking a specific question, and Anton is about to make it broad. I just got it. I wish I could show y'all on my Facebook, but whatever. I just got into a tiff. I won't even say a tiff, but just a quick little debate with one of my homies, back and forth, who did this exact thing on Facebook. Like you could see it. You can see it. Like I'm asking a specific question. He makes a broad and general answer so that way he can sound right. And then I'm like telling him like that's not what I asked. And I keep going back at him with the more of a straight line logic sort of direction. And after a while he relented. But it was just weird to see somebody just trying to jump in to say something to negate what my statement is just so they could be right, even though what they're saying has nothing to do with what my actual question or statement was. Just weird. People like that are weird.
Talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you
talking loud, but you're not saying a lot. So I don't know how they started their show off. I have no idea how they started this show off, but you mean to tell me you're gonna come on to another man's show and just start berating him like this to his face? It's just weird. It's weird to me.
talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around.
I'm not getting into it. Exactly.
Respect for you when you start dancing.
He's dancing.
And kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit.
And this is where it goes downhill. Again, like if Anton is... Anton, like I said, he came with an agenda. I don't know if the agenda was to necessarily be on the attack, but he definitely seemed to be on the preemptive strike to some degree, to lay it out that I'm going to get the better of Corey and or make a viral moment. And this is the part that, everybody is seeing. And you'll see in some of the dialogue where he's going to say, oh, you're doing this for the internet. Anton is going to say that Corey's doing this for the internet. But Anton is the one who's saying the insidious and salacious shit. He's the one that's kicking this off. He's the one that's being the agitator in all of this. Corey don't be going viral off of shows like on the regular. Anton is. And Anton is the one that's going around and doing face-to-faces with people nowadays. So, I mean, let's just look at the history. What does the history say? You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to, and here, this is coming from somebody who doesn't necessarily side with Corey Holcomb, because I'm not the biggest Corey. I'm a huge fan of his comedy, but I'm not a huge fan of Corey Holcomb on some personal stuff. Just kind of how the things went between him and Zoe. And I know they're cool now and all that, so that's why I still every now and then will watch his show or whatever. But yeah, it just put a bad taste in my mouth because I'm just like, man, that's one of your homies, and I wouldn't blast one of my homies in public like that. Not unless I'm through with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's me.
What you do, let me tell you what
That
you
look
do.
on his face,
Nah,
though.
ain't nobody
Let me
gonna
tell you something,
ain't
homie.
nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck
gonna tell
dick.
you. Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
You
dick,
doing
homie.
you doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you
seats.
give me.
Let's
Let's
switch
switch
seats.
No.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do
talk right in front of each
I don't do no dick sucking
hold on.
shit.
I
I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit, homie.
don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of
I tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You think I
Okay,
give a fuck
but
about what
that
you talking
that
about,
gay
nigga?
shit. Oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put no
I'm from
dick sucking
Detroit,
shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's
now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you. 'cause
Dance
it's your
around it.
platform.
Dance around it.
No. I'm a
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're
We
not
good.
forcing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do.
In the midst of all of that, I mean, look, you didn't see no shaking hands, so everybody meant what they everybody was saying what they meant at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Anton, I mean, you know, he's the one who, you know, he did like that. You think I give a fuck about what you know, did all that, and you know, voice got all high. You think I on me? Did you all about me? You think I give a fuck about you? You know, so he did that, but Corey said it, to his face, he said, say I suck a dick again. Say it to my face. Say that. He gave him, he said, say that. You're dancing. Once again, you're dancing. And now he's saying, I'm going to respect you. Why are you going to respect me now? You already told me I suck dick on my show. Why are you choosing respect now that I'm in your face, beckoning you, besieging you, besieging that you will follow through and just go ahead, say it one more time, you know, for the views, you know, go ahead, say it. But he didn't. Suddenly it was, I'm going to respect you on your show. And that's when Corey said, I already know what it is. And this is when he's going to say the whole, you doing this for the internet. I don't mean to say, you know, be one of them watch this kind of dudes, but watch this.
We can put the microphone right down right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I don't give a fuck about
that. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking
for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't
I'ma
disrespect
let
me
you
like
finish.
that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
Call this nigga out his name.
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did.
When did he go? I mean, we can run it back. Y'all run it back. You know, we only, man, 27 minutes into this. And actually his first 2 or 3 minutes are, you know, his intro. So 24 minutes into the show, I don't recall a point when Corey called this man anything. He said, you be kissing ass. He said, I don't be kissing ass like you do. And that was almost like tongue in cheek. But to take it further, everything about Anton, again, like I said, it sounded aggressive. On some aggressive shit. But I digress.
Ready. I don't do
Nigga,
dick
we can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your
We
mouth.
can go out back.
You running your mouth. I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this
Yeah, he doing all this, talking about going out back and all this stuff because he ain't really trying to do nothing and go out back for real. Everything he's doing is announcing. The one that gets loud is the one that ain't trying to do nothing for real. That's generally how it goes. The one that gets loud is the one that ain't trying to do nothing. So if life lesson right here.
for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on.
Nah,
If
you doing it
wanna
for the
say
internet.
Show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me.
He came in on attack mode from jump. Ain't no way you can say anything but this man has been like, I don't know what happened before they got on camera, but I know while they're on camera, it seems like the only thing that's been happening, or the only actual problem, is the fact that Corey has an opinion, Anton has a different opinion, but Anton's been kind of on defense or even in attack mode the entire time that he's been in this conversation or in this podcast.
Like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride. Because
Yeah, I don't know what he
me.
said earlier. So
You don't know me.
Maybe he
So
said something
I'ma
beforehand.
extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how
I call this nigga out his name.
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
No.
This
because
my
I take
show.
That's
This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation,
Now she want to get back to now he want to get back to the conversation when he's right in his face. He wants to get back to the conversation when he's right in his face, but when yeah, when the rebel was about to meet the road, he didn't look like he was talking like he was about that action, but yeah. So soon as Corey said, "All right, well, let's act," he didn't want to. He wanted to talk and get loud and say, "Hey, somebody come save me! Somebody come help me! Y'all see what he doing? Hey, internet, look what he's doing! Look what he's doing to me! I'm just a..." And then he's narrating the events that are taking place in a way that they actually didn't. It's just a disingenuous activity all around, if you ask me.
ain't no, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do
nigga.
shit. You're not gonna
Come
do
at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
You're not gonna do nothing. I mean, like, what are you trying to get? Like, you're instigating. That is instigating. That is instigating. If anybody was asking for it, it's like, that's asking for it right there. Now, thankfully, Corey didn't take the bait. But a lesser person with less to lose, absolutely, people will take the bait all day. As soon as you say you ain't gonna do nothing, as soon as you say that, they'll call your bluff. And then you'll be sitting there talking about, yeah, I sued him. Yeah, you'll be suing him, but you'll be missing one eye.
We can go out back right now. We can go out back right now.
We can go back right now. Yeah, you can go out back. Because Corey already called it what it was. He said, look, say this thing one more time. Say what you got to say one more time, and then we'll see what happens. And you see, from that point, Anton never said anything else.
Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
If you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro. I'm not listening to none of that shit.
I'm not listening to none of that. He already let it know what it was. Anton can say he ain't listening to none of it, but you see he didn't repeat none of it either. That's all. I mean, so again, like I said from jump, Corey proved his point. He said what he had to say, and he made it plain that, yeah, Anton probably should stick to the internet.
You're not that tough.
Oh, they went offline. All right, so I'm gonna just fast forward, I guess.
Everything's straight.
Oh.
Everything's straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything's straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people. How did
In
we
what,
become
today's
Christians?
time or
No,
historically?
sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but
How can he lament the fact that black people are on the Democratic plantation, but then not have a problem with black people being on the Christian plantation? I just don't understand that. I mean, considering he's someone who likes to be as real as he says he likes to be. I'm just saying, how Sway?
anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because
Right.
So you base the person off their fruits, but you don't base Christianity off its fruits? Like, how many people have killed in Jesus' name? How much killing did God allow and sanction and codify in his name in the Bible? I mean, millions of people killed in the Bible from God. I thought one of the commandments was thou shalt not kill. So, I mean, like, what are we talking about? Wait, asterisk. Yeah, that's going on the shirt. I'm putting that on the shirt.
everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
That's not.
So why do we try to draw the dividing line between who is Christian and who isn't, and not try to get or mince words between who's Democrat and who isn't, or who's with him on whatever this black crusade is that he has? I'm sorry, this anti-black crusade that he has, and who isn't? Like, why is it's like these dividing lines only matter in the cases where he wants to make a point. Like I said, it's heinous, and it's a disingenuous way of having a conversation.
Not true, because I know some good
the
Caucasian white
teachings
men.
of Jesus.
And I know
they
some
gave us
bad
slavery.
Caucasian white men.
Okay,
Okay,
right,
so
correct.
look, check this
So that's
out.
the
This
main
what I-
point. Let's
listen,
keep
listen.
everything respectful.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I can
I apologize.
okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that, because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically, but I have a switch. Where,
I do too. And I'm a man, just
and
like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect your
respect
switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
See, yeah. This whole thing, like, let the man talk. Again, it's his show. Let the man talk. And I get it. You're gonna want to say what you want to say because it's the internet. So whoever says the quickest thing or the best thing first wins, or however the hell that go. I don't know. So it's like you got to quickly piggyback off of something he says something. Me too. I do too. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because in normal conversations, stuff like that, folks around and be like, "Hey man, shut up." If I'm just saying, if this were being hashed out in the streets, quote unquote, and let's say you had a circle of guys who were kind of letting these two hash it out. If it's gonna go to blows, let it go to blows. But if it's gonna be a conversation, let it be a conversation. But as they're having this conversation, and one of them is speaking and making a statement, and the other guy is interjecting immediately to make a point. Me too. Me too. Me too. I'm tough too. I'm from the streets too. I'm from a big city too. I ain't no punk either. Like, the people around him after a while are gonna be like, "Hey, shut up." Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need somebody to just be like, "Hey, Quit while you're ahead. Shut up. But again, it's the internet. We playing the internet game. People do internet things.
Yeah,
We
brother.
good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
We good.
that when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up, that's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying, like, I could get back straight. I could get back straight. We just when I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't
get
have
into
no
it with
sisters.
squad,
I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is, and then we shake hands and we keep it moving. Once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton. My mind is set up when people do things like I call it backdooria on my show. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying, like, I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro. Okay. And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
That's what I'm talking about. You started calling this man out on his show. You started calling him out on his show. And I don't know how you interact or move around, but I'll put it like this: if somebody comes to my house and they start talking crazy, they ain't gonna be in my house for long. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the toughest, meanest, biggest, buffest, or none of that stuff. But I am saying, if you come in my house talking crazy, making accusations, talking outside of your mouth, anything like that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And then I wonder, like, did you come here under the auspices of trying to have a burned bridge at the end of this? I'm thinking that you came here in good faith. So if you're not here to have a good faith conversation and it evolves to this almost immediately, I just wonder, A, what was said beforehand, and B, if nothing was said beforehand, why it seems that you came in here with an agenda.
You do, absolutely.
Give me an example.
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last
Go
part.
ahead, land.
But I get it because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show.
He's actually saying the same thing that Corey just said. He's restating the thing that Corey just said. Corey said, you may not know X, Y, and Z. And then he comes back at Mr. Me Too's again. He pulled out the Mr. Me Too on it.
I said, I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And, You know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying like I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walking up to me with some homosexual talk, like I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. The house gonna get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying,
I feel you.
there's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because it's like, that's that homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's some homosexual talk. Like I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. The house gonna get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying,
I feel you.
There's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that?
I mean, ultimately, that reminds me of various conversations that Kevin Samuels has had when he would be talking, in live conversation, just talking about how men know how to address one another. Like there's almost like an unspoken rule for certain places that you can and cannot go, and certain areas you can't play in when it comes to men having conversations. Well, you can go wherever you want to put it like this, but you just know that there are certain consequences that may come when certain topics are discussed or certain buttons are pushed. So, I mean, to me, this is no different than that. And this just explains further, in action, actually, how or what it looks like when you say the wrong thing to the wrong one.
Because it's like, that's that homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen. That's where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as that.
I swear I don't want no drama, man. My life is good.
Mine's is too.
I believe you.
Mine's
My
is
life
too.
Is good,
I'm
man.
with you.
You know
Mr.
what
Me
I'm saying?
Too.
I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as
Anything
men
good,
have.
Mr. Me Too.
I think older black men.
Anything good, Mr. Me Too. Anything dope, Mr. Me Too. If you tough, hey, me too, me too, me too, me too. Coming from a good city, Mr. Me Too. Big city, Mr. Me Too. Looking ass.
Men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And if you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary. When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my
Cap. Cap. How you gonna say you don't care about what somebody got to say, and this whole thing starts off, or I'm sorry, you kick this whole thing off saying you've been talking about me this whole time. Well, and then before that, I don't give a fuck what the Chatroom Goons got to say about me. I didn't heard worse. Oh, okay. Okay, you sounding hella defensive. You're sounding hella defensive. And you know, I mean, and you know, hey, Godspeed to you, cause you know, I ain't got no pot to piss in it or window to throw it out of, and I ain't in none of y'all tax brackets. So I'm sure you don't give no hell two fucks about what I got to say. But when it comes to that man shit, the great equalizer, hey, that it's still out there. It's still out there. It's still out there. Money make people feel tough for some reason. Money make people feel tough. Guns make people feel tough. A lot of stuff make people feel tough. When you take that stuff away, how tough are these people for real?
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all the time.
No.
See, this is nothing.
You did not hear what I said.
I
said
don't wanna miss
they
it.
do
I
that
don't
shit
wanna
all
miss
the
it.
time. You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments. All of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something. On the chat, go ahead.
My point is that I don't take nothing personal
Lies.
unless it get personal, unless it gets physical. That's the.
When did it get physical? When did it get physical? You wanted it to get physical, and you was already offended. So and taking it personal. So what do we Cap? Cap, calling Cap on all that. What are we talking about? You just doubling back. You trying to save face because you still got the rest of the show to go. I don't know where this is going to end, but yeah, this is looking ridiculous for real.
The only thing I'm up on. Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I could walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand.
So
this is why the chat, I allow them, and in fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about this is to the youngsters especially, because they the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them because face to face is a lot different than the computer. On the computer, I got motherfuckers talking about me.
Let me ask you a question.
Motherfuckers saying all kind of shit about me on the computer.
Let me ask you a question.
But if they in my face saying that,
There you go.
Let me ask you a question.
He can't let shit go. He's like, he got to keep one up in this.
I'm not acting tough.
Hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question. Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like, what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left.
Wait, why is it? Hold on. You just said you have a switch. And now you want to investigate Corey's? Pause. Both of y'all having a switch. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, like, what do we? You're trying to pathologize this whole interaction to make it seem like somehow you have the intellectual leg up. I wish he had pulled this on somebody who, even if they're more hood, you know what I'm saying, like Corey or what have you, you know what I'm saying, or more street, but still had that ability, kind of like them brothers in the Jam podcast. Like, I wish he would try to pull something like that on them, because they, even though they, you know what I'm saying, come from where I come from, they are intellectual. Oh my God, them kids are so bright. And I just know they'll pick up on every little small little nuance and every intricate, like, hold on, why you say it like that? Or what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Ah. I digress.
You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing. So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick. I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is, you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong as two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful, and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me. When you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
That's not. No,
I'm
you
not
can't
saying,
do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about. But listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online.
You just
I would
said,
like to know.
You said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful online.
Did
It
I?
ain't even.
No.
You just said.
No.
You just said that.
No.
You said
See-
you can disrespect.
No. Anton is talking about. See, yeah. Anton is he keeps trying to make a point. He thinks everything that Corey is saying is coming out at pause. He thinks everything that Corey is saying is attributed to Corey. When he's talking about the chat room goons saying that, hey, yeah, people, yeah, you can talk crap online because it's easy. That's what Corey is saying. That's what he's getting at. I don't know how Anton, in his vast knowledge and understanding, isn't understanding what Corey is getting at. And why he's trying to apply what Corey is saying to Corey. I don't get that, because now it seems like this is about to turn into another conflict. And I don't know if they're like talking past one another because there is tension, because there is apprehension, because there is some sort of, I don't know, whatever there is, you know, some preemptive something that happened before the camera started, but it just looks crazy.
It's different if you disrespect somebody online versus doing it in real life.
No, I didn't say what I would do.
How is it different,
I said if somebody in the chat room is saying something disrespectful.
See how emotional he's getting? He's getting all emotional and trying to jump in because he think he got to win, because he thinks that this is an area where he can pounce on Corey, on what Corey is saying. Y'all quit. I ain't got time to be pausing on every damn thing. Y'all weird.
About me. I don't hold that against them because they're
What
typing.
about when you talking about real people?
What do you mean?
If you comment on somebody and you give your opinion on real people.
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear me when I say
what you're saying.
Whatever I say online, giving an opinion of something is different than if I am.
I said disrespectful. How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war.
That sounds weird.
That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think
Pause, Corey.
I think I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm going to win that argument with you now. But what I am saying to you, Anton, is when you are talking to men face to face, trust me when I tell you this, man, it's different than online. Face to face. I'm the
same person in real life as I am online. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Right? Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online nigga, bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life, and I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate, or I'm willing.
So that means you weak in real life, cause again, I don't know your content like that. I don't know a whole lot about your content. I just know how you seem to be acting in this bit of content that I'm absorbing right here. So, it just doesn't look like you're necessarily a stand-up G. You don't seem to be the most stand-up of G's in this space right now. So I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Unless it goes up. If it's gonna go up, then it's just gonna go up, and we just gonna figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up.
See, I'm not
gonna talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not gonna talk about you online. And when I see you in real life, I'm gonna be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of nigga.
Yeah, but
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you just said. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is, when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
I agree.
That's why when I'm talking to a man, especially face to face, I try to make sure I don't go over the line. And if I ever go over the line, I can apologize.
Is what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Right.
Why is it only face to face? That's where we disagree at.
Well, anything I said, I will say in the face of a man that I said it about.
All right, well, that's
cool. I don't go there to try to. I don't have to shock jock, even though that's something that people say easily. Oh, he's shock jocking. No. Anything I've said about anybody, I will say right to them if they standing in front of me. And I would like for somebody to research the internet on things I've said and show me that I wouldn't say something to somebody if they were standing there. The only thing I said I wouldn't say to somebody if they were standing there, because I saw Charles Barkley in the airport one day. And I realized how big he was when I saw him in the airport. Now, I've said things about Charles Barkley. If he was standing in front of me and he said, say that shit now, I'll be like, we black, man. Come on, let's calm down. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only one. You know.
Look at Anton. Anton all in his feelings. You're sitting there with a comedian who's trying to do comedy, and you sitting there in your feelings. I'm just chewing. Look at how you chewing gum. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. It's a weird look.
We got to do a part 2. Because we ain't talked about none of the shit that we supposed to talk about.
That's why, because we can't say dick sucking in front of each other, brother.
Well, I know that now, right? I get it.
And I appreciate you for giving me that, because that's the, I forgot I'm still Corey, because I don't live a life of getting into it with people. I really don't.
No, Corey, you pick on people that you think ain't gonna respond to you.
Now, give me an example.
Corey, you pick your targets based off of what you think they ain't gonna do. And that's why you feel.
Are you trying out to be this man's like partner on a show or something? As you sure as hell got a whole lot of intimate knowledge about what he does and what he do and who he do it with. I'm just saying, like, why do you have so much information, and why are you going there so much on Corey and specifically on what he does as somebody who, quote, doesn't give a fuck what people say, as you said, from your own mouth. We can run that back.
Feel comfortable saying some of the wild shit that you say online.
But I asked you this, and I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm not gonna say
give
no
me
names.
an example.
No, I'm not gonna say no names.
You can't give an example.
No, I can.
Will you please
because
give me an example?
because I don't want to implement nobody.
I don't know what his intent was going in. You know, I've said that several times, but I have no idea. I don't know if he knows what this looks like.
everybody into this, that, you know, that'll be bad. That's not a good thing.
Well, do you understand by you saying that?
I like to speak
By
from my
you
own
saying that,
perspective.
it sounds like babble.
But no, it's not babble. It's real, and you know it's real. That's why you laughing.
I'm laughing at you because you didn't. I had to ask you twice so far.
You pick your
said I
targets
pick on people
carefully.
and I said, give me an example.
You pick your targets carefully, very carefully.
So you can't give me an example?
Because
that's the third time.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You tiptoed around Dave Chappelle.
You talking about the last time I said something about it?
You tiptoed around Dave.
I'll give you that.
He go in on that.
Tiptoed like a ballerina.
But now I'm gonna give you that.
No.
But what did I tiptoe about?
You would not have did that shit on a regular motherfucker. You know that Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special was not it.
And I tiptoed around it.
And you tiptoed around it because you didn't want the smoke.
I did.
Overall. And so you pick and choose your targets carefully.
You see, I didn't want the smoke.
No, because you didn't want the backlash.
Okay, but look, let me say this because you brought it up. I did tiptoe around how I really feel with the last special because I'm not gonna lie. It's everything that I said the time before when I spoke about it. Hot trash. No jokes. In the future, when people watch it, that don't know him like we know him now in this culture, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? I'll give you that. I did tiptoe around his special. And you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that. But what else? I ain't trying to think of nothing else. But I'm saying I think that was kind of you found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you trying to turn?
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me can I respond
because
to that?
Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction and Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
But see,
I
don't give a fuck because I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement. I got my own.
Hold on. He said, why Craig got to catch it straight for that? What Craig do? Craig is happy to be here? That's whack. You fat and whack for that. You fat and whack for that. I'm going to say that.
My own motion, so I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them. Okay. You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this since you brought up Darlene and Craig. Let me say this. You don't know our relationship. But see, I'm doing more teaching. I'm doing more teaching on some real street level shit than I thought I would have had to do. But listen to me, Anton. You don't know me and her relationship?
I'm listening.
Maybe the reason you don't get the results you want from her is because there's a certain level of respect that comes from me and her relationship. That's what I'm saying. You don't know, brother. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about
you speaking on her.
I'm not talking about you talking about her. I'm talking about when there's certain subjects that come up on your show.
We done argued on the air a million times.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
They have.
Sometimes you be on bullshit. Nobody call you out on.
Now I'm trying to teach you.
Darlene has called him out.
Okay, I'm observing.
Several times.
You don't know my relationship with this woman. You don't know. So when you see it online and speak on what you see online, you can't really speak from factual things that are happening in the world, Anton.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, and with Craig, I don't know why motherfuckers say Craig don't have a backbone around me. Cause one thing I say that Craig beat most motherfuckers' ass I know. I see motherfuckers don't be fighting Craig. I see motherfuckers don't run up on him with that bullshit quick. The motherfuckers who I seen ran up on Craig way bigger than Craig. So the obvious needs to be said because I believe that there's a lot of people who don't know the obvious, and I can't teach you that in an episode. But I'm saying, like, if you ever see me around any woman, Anton, If you see me around any woman, trust me, dues been paid, homie. And I can't say it no other way better than that. Dues been paid. That might not be something you will catch. I'm saying this for the streets. Dues been paid, homie. Trust me, man. Trust me. I don't be around just anybody. I can't let any type of woman just come with me and be connected to me in no way. I don't like that. If you around me, it's a reason you around me. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if I could graduate you to that next level of the conversation. And that ain't no disrespect to you. But I'm saying, like, you see somebody around me, oh, I ain't just got anybody around me. Dues been paid, homie. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't saying that tough either.
I I ain't there, and I don't know what they're talking. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about, but I think I know what they're talking about. It sounds like he's saying Anton brought some woman in there who ain't his wife. So watch what you got to say, because I could expose that. Because you're looking real strange and unfamiliar right now with what you're doing. And I just know I don't want no part of whatever this is. And Anton has already, he's always, talked about how strong the marriage is with him and his wife, I believe, of 19 years.
If somebody took the time,
I don't know what he's talking about.
If somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed on. I'm like, oh.
There's people in the chat say, what is Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like,
uninitiated.
Don't introduce me to, especially if I know that person.
That's how I believe that.
This is what I know. This is what I am. I admit that I am a C student.
Corey said, I believe that. You're uninitiated. Because he's saying, like, you out here wilding, you brought some chick with you, and you really out of pocket right now. I think that's what he's saying.
In what?
In life. And everything.
Okay.
C+ student, he said, in
and
life.
everything. I'm a C student. So the
C
way
student.
I like to do it is, I like for people to break it down to me like a C student. Help me to understand, like I'm barely graduated.
Notice Corey's hand. Notice Corey's hand right there in the corner. Y'all see that?
Break it down to me like a little
right
child.
around
The way
here.
that you would talk to a child,
Pull it back real quick so y'all can see
That's
that.
why I like to do it. Little child. For people to break it down to me.
Just look
like a
at
C
it.
student. Help me to understand, like I'm barely graduating. Break it down to me like a little child.
Oh,
the way that
snap.
you would talk to a child, talk to me. That's why I like to do it. And it's easier for me to digest it.
I like that you said that, but see, I'm at a stage of the game. I ain't got time to talk to kids.
Why not?
I don't got time to talk to kids. My kids grown. And I'm saying, like, if they asked me to go to the school and speak to the children, I would tell the children to do what's right. Because I know that's what they're supposed to do. I'll be like, listen, do what's right. Whenever you get that feeling like you're doing something wrong, then, you know, step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So
Not
you're one of
going
those
for
do
it.
what I say, not what I
No.
I said do what's right.
Let me tell you what my translation
what
of
I-
that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it, because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. Now, I might get it. I might know exactly what you're talking about, but I might act like I don't know what you're talking about because I want you to substantiate your argument. So that's what I stand on.
But
that's why I say break it down to me like a C student, so that I can truly understand exactly what you're talking about, so that we all can understand it, because we all may need to learn something.
Right. So
That's
look,
what the
you
OGs
said.
do. They
Get it or
teach,
not.
right?
You said
whether
you
get it or
go,
not.
but what you said in there, that was a key word. You act like you don't know. And I know you act like you don't know, brother.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just said it. Believe me.
Yeah, you just said, yeah.
Feel silly.
Yeah, you told on yourself.
Look, it was an intense moment in here, Anton, and we trying to make it where it is professional. We trying to make it where it ain't what everybody said might be or whatever the fuck. Because I ain't with all that. I ain't got to go to war with no man who visited our show and probably didn't understand one thing, how I was thinking, and I probably didn't understand one thing, how he was thinking.
Corey not gonna have me back on the show, y'all.
You funny, man. You
not gonna have
funny.
me back on the show.
If I wasn't gonna have you back on the show, I wouldn't have shook your hand. I hope you believe that. When I caught myself, I was like,
You know what I'm
man,
doing
this
right
man
now,
don't know that
Phil?
he
I'm putting
did
pressure on him to get me back on the show.
that. But it ain't working
By
that.
saying that he not going, because
It ain't gonna work like that. But I'm saying,
Corey don't like this, dog. He don't like this.
What? I think it's
wait,
Corey-
what
Corey-
Corey don't
listen.
like? Why you talking to that man over there? I'm sitting
Because,
Yeah, what-
because I got to talk to Phil. I'm talking to Corey through Phil.
Yeah, because he's right there. That's some whole shit.
You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Here's the thing.
Them
So wait. If you know, you know. So you gonna get mad at Corey for not breaking stuff down? Then you gonna say, if you know, you know. Is there a pot in here talking to a kettle? What the fuck is that?
games where niggas get into fights. I'm telling you,
Here's the
this
thing.
is how it jump off. But go ahead.
Corey not gonna have me back on the show because Corey is not having fun right now. This is gonna be one of Corey's best shows, but he's not having fun right now. And Corey seems to be a feeler. I'm more of a results-driven guy. Corey seems to be the type of person that goes off of how he feels.
If you notice, I'm doing a lot of explaining to you about how the line can get crossed, but you're doing a lot of telling me what I am. I think that's homosexual behavior.
I said Corey seems to be, meaning that I'm leaving open a door to get corrected. I want him to correct me if I'm wrong, but I still want the freedom to be able to give my opinion. So you don't want me to get my
You
thoughts?
can have the freedom, brother.
Why
What
is
I
that-
look like
why
trying
is
to take
everything-
freedom from
Nah, you didn't say seems to be. You said Corey is. You said Corey is. Corey is this, Corey is that. That's what you kept and been saying this whole time. That's why I jumped on the conversation of saying, is this dude trying to be Corey's sidekick or something like that? You're talking like you know the man. Corey is this. Corey is that. Corey is the type. Corey's feeling like this. How you know?
I'm starting to feel some type of way, bro, because why is everything homosexual to you?
Starting to feel some type of way. I thought you don't give a fuck about what people say. I could have swore you just said you don't give a fuck about what people say.
what I'm saying. Like, if,
When
I'm
did
gonna try to
when did the
explain.
conversation turn into homosexuality again?
Okay, I'm gonna let you land. Because I don't want to talk over you.
I'm
enough.
trying to understand it. Why is everything gay?
I can
don't get
explain it. I can explain
Okay,
it.
go ahead.
Maybe look, I'm not saying that you gay, but what I'm saying is if you looking at another man and you say you talking to me through another man, if I'm a man, I'm gonna say, well, I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not getting it.
Nah, you're not getting it. That's weak. That's a weak way to converse with a man if you're really trying to speak man to man. But you're not, and we know that.
You still talk about me. Homie, this is a gay conversation.
It's not.
When you talking to men who play in riddles and stuff like that, I'm telling you,
You the one that's talking in riddles. I'm
you
talking
ain't never
straight
been to
talk.
jail, have you?
Hell no, I ain't never been to jail.
I
Why
could
would I ever been
tell.
to jail?
I could tell.
You been to jail?
Nope.
So,
Nope.
So what the fuck that mean then?
I'm just saying, like, if you went to jail, they would have to start you over from scratch.
What would they do to you?
The people who
You would be the tough one.
No. Just let me land with this. The people
I don't
who
think from a jail perspective, nigga. I'm not a jailbird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
The fuck is we
well,
talking
you can't
about?
say what you would never do, but I'm saying.
never going to jail, bro.
Well, okay.
I don't even have that in, dog. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to make a point. Anton. What I'm saying is, I have been around enough people who have been institutionalized where I know how to carry myself around men who not finna play with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't hang around niggas that been to jail, so I saw for it that way. The way you saw for it is a little bit different than the way I saw for it.
Okay.
So I choose not to hang around niggas that's been institutionalized that had to carry themselves a certain way because they made a decision that they wasn't supposed to make.
And you know, it shows that you've been around people that ain't seen the other side of the game. Because some of the smartest men I know they've been to college and gave that time up. And it was actually a learning process for them. But they still got to stand 10 toes down when they out here, Anton. I don't believe that you tried to disrespect me now that I've been talking to you. I don't believe that. I believe that you are the way you are. I am the way I am. And it can clash if people are not educated on how to be around each other because men can go to war over misunderstanding.
He's throwing an intellectual shot right now.
What am I doing?
So without saying it, he's basically saying, oh, you from a different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
Why do you feel the need to intellectualize or to subtext what Corey has said? And you've already said, I've been to almost every state in the United States. I've been everywhere, homie. I'm good everywhere I go. You said all that. So I mean, like, why do you need to re-explain it for? Like, what benefit did you offer in doing that? Did you take the upper road, the upper hand somehow? I don't get what that did. What was that? Was that a power move? Was that chess?
Over here or anywhere in the United States of America, and that's not a black thing. I'm talking about Caucasians, Hispanics, and Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
I don't go with.
Maybe I knew what you was gonna do before you did it.
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people in the cemetery that didn't know it was gonna happen like that fast. That's why out here I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said
you say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen.
We're about to broaden that subject
again.
again.
Have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout
he
out
ain't
to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to
and
the
he
chat.
ain't shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Now,
Shout
you
out to
shitted
the
on
chat.
black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I feel like I shitted on you. To
Well,
your
be
face.
careful.
To
Be
your
careful.
face.
Be
Shout out-
careful
shout-
shitting on me, because
shout
I
out
feel
to
like
the
you
chat.
talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
telling
be
you.
careful.
I'm telling you.
You
that-
shitted on me to my face, but that shit will
Corey,
lead to some
would
danger.
we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk? I got security. You got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't
shit.
got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm
you're
not
even
talking tough.
guy.
I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You
easily
said you
triggered?
disrespected me in my face. And then you act like
you
it was all
said
good.
that I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt.
That's not.
Is that not what you said?
Um,
You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologize when you said that you felt disrespected.
I mean, I get it, but that's not the way it came out. It came out like you were saying, like, yeah, I did it to your face. That's how it came out. So I don't know. That's a little different than the way you're trying to make it sound like. No, I'm just stating the fact that it happened. Not that I mean, there was no humility to that. If I can be frank, there was no congeniality to it to make one seem or feel like, oh, well, you're just restating or rehashing a simple fact that this occurred, versus making it sound like I did it to your face. I did it to your face on your show. Again, like he said, be careful.
When you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you
But you still
disrespected me in
triggered
my
by it
face
because you don't accept the apology because
you
you
still talking
feel
about
some type of
everybody
way.
else except yourself and
No,
white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended? We
You
chopped
still
it up
talking about me? It sounds like I'm arguing with
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings.
I'm
It's
not
probably
talking about
better this way.
because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
So you proved the
hypocritical.
point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
No, you hypocritical.
Just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm about to jet.
You done did this before. Get your
hypocritical,
bitch ass the
and
Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get
Who
your
you
bitch
talking
ass the
to?
fuck
I
on
mean,
and walk over there with your
how you
bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
Who are you talking
Don't
to?
bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on.
Who are you
Remember I
talking to?
told you
Like,
that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch.
you gonna try
Don't
to?
ask her to be on my show, nigga.
Oh,
Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga.
yeah, that's
Now
what I was
get your
trying.
whole ass the fuck on. And
That's what
pay
I
for
was
your
kinda
pussy
getting at.
like you got to. Cake ass nigga.
That's what I was kind of
And
getting
go
at.
get you a bodyguard, because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door.
Eh.
I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend. Now who the next motherfucker to come up here? What
So
up?
there's a new word in the dictionary called rage bait, right? So that's what you just witnessed. So
Rage
that's-
bait.
it's
Let
a-
me tell you something.
It's a new word.
That ain't no new word.
Okay, bet. It's
Let me
old
tell you
behavior,
something.
new word.
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, nigga, it's on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he knows
I don't
that.
know nothing about no niggas
I
saying
don't know
nothing
where that's
to
cool
no nigga where
to
niggas talk
say
about
it and-
suck
and
dick
it don't-
and
it
niggas
don't
be
turn
ready
into
to
something.
swing.
And he knows that.
But he didn't say
Yeah.
that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
You know, to be fair, I don't know where that's what circle of men that's cool to say in that's not already on that. I mean, I don't know. I know when DMX did Party Up and he said all your man's has been to jail before, he wasn't saying it because he was playing. He said that because he knew that's a disrespectful line right there.
Certain words
That's
you
a
just don't
hating.
use.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch,
Oh.
nigga, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga.
Oh,
Like I'm finna be upset. This is what I wanted to talk about today, mainly. We have a situation in America going on where there are a lot of men that don't want to reveal themselves, but they have bitterness because they know you're not the type of guy they are on the Backdooria side of the game. Let me say this one more time. There's a lot of men in this world that don't want to reveal themselves, but they're upset at men who expose Backdooria, so they find other ways to talk about you, and they will never reveal who they are. I want to start a campaign to teach men how to be good sissies.
All right, so y'all can go check out the rest of that online on the Corey Holcomb show on the 5150. I'm sorry, the 5150 show on the Corey Holcomb channel at your leisure. You can go ahead and check that out whenever you guys feel like it. But yeah, hell of an interaction between two men that just seemed, in my opinion, aggressive and contentious from jump. It seemed like from jump there was something in the water between Corey and Anton before the cameras even started, and maybe that's why Anton came in hot. I don't know, obviously, what happened before the cameras were turned on and they went live, but yeah, that looked kind of interesting. And considering how he's Anton, that is, how he's kind of been crashing out. Well, I won't say crashing out, but he's had some interesting interactions since then. One would imagine that, this is maybe intentional to create viral moments. And if he's doing that with no strategy, then that will probably detail the fact that maybe he's having a minor crash out. I don't know. But I'll leave that for y'all to talk about in the comments. Y'all let me know what you think. But anyway, this has been your boy 7 Black Man here on Society Breakdown. I know hey, we still getting it back together and all this good humming. I got to fix all this in the background. You ain't supposed to see the gym and all that stuff, but at least I do work out and I got means and facilities by which to do it with, but that ain't your business. Getting to the point, we in here. I'll let your boy. Peace. And I'm out.